TikTokers have their noses bent out of joint because Ariel and her royal sisters have cute snoots, while poor Ursula and her cohorts have disfigured snouts. On this episode of Politics of HollyWeird, we'll figure out why Disney princesses are catching such an uproar. Hi, I'm Kelly Ballard, host of this show, The Politics of HollyWeird, and national correspondent for LibertyNation.com. Whether on or off screen, Hollywood can always be counted on to keep us entertained. This is especially true when it comes to politics. And that's what my show is about, shining the spotlight on Tinseltown's A-listers. Well, Disney has been in the negative spotlight for a while now, and that situation doesn't look likely to change anytime soon. The family-themed company has gone too woke for its britches and is facing criticism from every direction. The famed Princess Collection has been brought to task before for having overly perfect characters. Now, TikTokers have their noses bent out of joint because Ariel and her royal sisters have cute snoots, while poor Ursula and her cohorts have ugly and disfigured snouts. A TikToker recently posted a video comparing Disney princesses' noses to their evil counterparts. Sleeping Beauty, Jasmine, Belle, and Aurora all have the little cute button noses, which according to some automatically tells the audience that these characters are the good gals, the ones you want to root for. For the wicked villains such as Ursula and Jafar, those crooked honkers complete with warts and bumps, that was a good sign that the character was evil and not to be liked or admired. The video poster wrote, "This must be so confusing for a little girl." And then another commenter chimed in with, "This is probably why I always hated my nose and didn't realize it." And still another complained, "I noticed this as a kid and I hated it. Why was it I could only ever find my nose shape on a villain?" One person, Alyssa, revealed her shame by posting, "Literally grew up thinking I look like a witch for this reason. I hate my nose bump." This is only the most recent schnoz bash for Disney princesses, though. TikToker Robin Reaction also shared a clip that had more than 5 million views last year about the injustice of nose drawings. Robin Reaction wrote, "Going back to the earliest princesses, we can see their noses consists of a hint of a nostril, and then depending on the angle, also like a slight curve." The influencer continued to point out that the lack of sniffers continued through the 2000s. Quote, "And when non-white princesses started to get introduced, they got the same lack of nose treatment." And the influencer was talking about Pocahontas and Mulan. The nose is only part of it, though. According to some Disney personnel, there's a thing called same face syndrome when it comes to drawing Disney princesses characters and hiring actors to portray them at the theme parks or on stage. According to Polygon, Disney kickstarted its animation dominance with Snow White, the fairest of them all. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set a high bar for Disney, inviting critical comparisons to its design and story for years afterwards. Critics as far back as the 1950s noticed that Cinderella, Aurora, and other early Disney protagonists showed very similar designs to Snow White. It's telling which characters get to look unique and which must adhere to that same face syndrome. Well, apparently that goes for human actors as well, who get cast as face characters. Sarah Daniels worked at Disney Parks and Cruises for about 10 years, and she was cast in several characters such as Alice, Wendy, Mickey Mouse, Ariel, and Tinkerbell. She told the New York Post that there are 1,000 white women who look like Cinderella. The idea is to have a normal look. Producers like the women cast as princesses to have the same type of look so they can be easily interchanged with other characters when needed. Daniels said, "I think there's this weird thing about being a Disney princess. Women imagine that being told you're beautiful enough to be a princess will give them confidence and validation because you've done the best you can do. It's a coveted thing. It's not a magical thing," she explained. Well, guys, when it comes down to it though, A nose by any other name is still a nose, right? Well, that's it for this episode of HollyWeird. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to visit libertynation.com for more HollyWeird articles, ongoing reporting and analysis, and videos, and podcasts from our staff. Until next time.
Entertaining, informative, and just plain fun. Watch Liberty Nation's The Conservative 5. Produced by conservatives for conservatives. C5's The Left Free Zone. Hosted by Liberty Nation's Lisa K. Donner. Joined by a raucous, irreverent panel of authors. Deconstructing leftist narratives. Debating the hot topics. And remembering to laugh. Join the official conservative safe space.
You only did that to piss Jeff off.
Liberty Nation's The Conservative 5.